It often starts with a flattering comment from a stranger, someone with a clipboard and a convincing smile. In the middle of a busy shopping mall or on a crowded street, you're singled out, made to feel special, as if fate itself has chosen you for something extraordinary. They tell you that you have the look, hinting at a future of high fashion and financial freedom. Their words are carefully chosen, designed to spark excitement and hope, making you imagine yourself on magazine covers and runways. Claiming to be a scout for a major agency, they say you have real potential. They flash a business card or a badge, adding a layer of credibility to their pitch, making it harder to doubt their intentions. This moment feels like a dream come true, but it's usually the first step in a well-rehearsed scam. The excitement quickly blurs the line between reality and fantasy, making it easy to overlook warning signs. For every real modeling scout, there are countless others working for photography studios, not agencies. These studios thrive on the dreams of hopefuls, promising opportunities that rarely materialize. What they're really selling is a portfolio. Photos, they insist, are your ticket to success, often costing hundreds or thousands. They pressure you to buy now, warning that this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. The urgency and flattery are designed to make you act fast, bypassing your skepticism. They want you to believe that hesitation means missing out forever. They'll mention famous models discovered just like you, weaving you into a fantasy of instant success. The stories sound real, but they're just part of the script. But real agencies don't charge for photos or representation. They invest in you and earn only when you book jobs. Their success is tied to your success, not your upfront payment. The scam agencies make their money upfront from you. Their business isn't launching careers, it's selling hope at a premium. Once you've paid, their interest in your career vanishes. The promises fade and the support you were offered disappears. You're left with expensive photos and a dream that's been sold back to you at a steep price. The reality sets in slowly, often accompanied by regret and self-doubt. The real cost isn't just money, it's hope, trust and self-belief. For many, the experience leaves a lasting scar, making it harder to trust genuine opportunities in the future. The scam follows a script. After the street approach, you're invited to an impressive office buzzing with hopefuls. The environment feels official, posters, a receptionist and a sense of competition. You're interviewed by a senior agent who praises your look and potential. Then comes the catch. You need a professional portfolio, which only their in-house team can provide for a fee. The price is pitched as a one-time investment with a special discount if you commit immediately. They create urgency, warning you not to miss out on a big client. The goal is to get your money before you can think or consult anyone. The photo shoot feels real with lights and makeup, reinforcing the illusion. You get the photos, but the promised jobs and follow-up calls never come. Suddenly the agency is unreachable. You're left with a set of photos and a slow realization there was never a modeling career on offer. The scam is about selling hope, not launching careers, and it works over and over again. Chloe, 19, was working in a cafe, pouring lattes and clearing tables, dreaming of something bigger beyond her small town. She'd always felt a little out of place, her red hair and freckles making her stand out in a crowd, but she never imagined they'd catch anyone's eye for the right reasons. One afternoon, a stylish woman approached her, praising her striking looks and claiming to be from a London agency. She spoke with confidence, handing Chloe a glossy business card and insisting she had the it factor for modeling. Heart-pounding, Chloe called the number that evening. The woman on the other end sounded warm and encouraging, inviting her to London for a test shoot and promising it could be the start of something life-changing. The agency's office was sleek and modern, filled with other nervous hopefuls clutching portfolios and glancing anxiously at the clock. Chloe felt both intimidated and excited, wondering if this was her big break. An agent greeted her with a practiced smile, telling her she had a commercially viable look. He showed her a brochure filled with glamorous photos and glowing testimonials, all promising fame and success. But there was a catch. She'd need a professional portfolio created by their in-house team for £750. A deposit was required immediately to secure her spot, and the agent stressed that opportunities like this didn't come twice. Chloe hesitated, her instincts warning her to slow down. But the agent painted a vivid picture of missed opportunities, even offering to let her pay in installments, making it sound like a risk-free investment in her future. Swept up in the excitement and pressure, Chloe handed over £200 on her credit card, convincing herself this was the first step toward her dreams. The photo shoot was everything she'd imagined. Glamorous lights, professional makeup, and encouraging words from the photographer. Chloe left the studio feeling proud, certain she'd made a smart investment in herself. But as the weeks passed, her excitement faded. Emails received only automated replies, phone calls went straight to voicemail, and the promised follow-up never came. When Chloe returned to the agency's office, she found it empty. The website had vanished, the phone disconnected. Everything she'd believed in was gone without a trace. It wasn't just the money, Chloe later said, her voice trembling. It was the hope. They made me feel foolish for believing in myself, for daring to dream. The experience shattered her trust, leaving her doubting her own judgment and questioning whether she'd ever feel confident again. Chloe's story is not unique. It's a blueprint for how these scams operate, preying on ambition and vulnerability and leaving countless young people disillusioned. The loss is deeper than financial. It's personal. It's the loss of trust, of self-belief, and of the innocence that comes with hope. Recovering from that betrayal takes far longer than earning back the money. For Chloe and so many others, the scars left behind are a constant reminder to be cautious, but also to never stop believing in their worth. The biggest red flag? Any demand for upfront payment. Real agencies earn when you do, not before. If you're asked to pay for representation, portfolios or admin fees, walk away. High-pressure tactics, sign now or miss out. A classic manipulation. Genuine agencies give you time to think and never guarantee instant fame or big contracts. Be wary of grand promises and vague claims about working with top brands. Real agents talk about development, not overnight success. Lack of transparency is another warning sign. Check for a real address, a roster of models, and verifiable clients. If you can't find independent information about the agency, be extremely cautious. Trust your instincts. If it feels off, it probably is. The financial loss is painful, but the emotional impact can be worse. Victims invest hope and self-esteem in a dream that turns out to be a lie. Shame and embarrassment often keep them silent, isolating them further. The scam builds you up, then tears you down, leaving lasting damage to self-confidence. Families feel the fallout too. Anger, guilt, and tension replace pride and excitement. The dream of modeling becomes tainted and many give up entirely. Scammers don't just steal money, they steal futures. The trauma lingers, making it hard to trust again. The real loss is the spark of ambition replaced by cynicism and doubt. To get an authentic perspective on how the modelling industry really works, I sat down with Sarah Clark, director at one of London's most respected agencies. Sarah has spent over 2 decades helping new talent break into the business, and she's seen every trick in the book. Sarah was clear from the start. We never charge new faces for portfolios. If we believe in you, we invest in you. She explained that a reputable agency's success depends on the success of its models, not on selling expensive photo packages or classes. Real agencies only make money when their models do. Their focus is on building long-term careers, not making a quick profit from hopefuls. Sarah also revealed that street scouting is actually quite rare these days. Most new faces are discovered through online submissions, digital applications, or referrals from trusted sources, not by being stopped on the street. Meetings at real agencies are straightforward and honest. There's no pressure, no wild promises, and no fantasy. Instead, you get a realistic look at what the industry demands and what it truly takes to succeed. If you're approached by a scout, be skeptical, Sarah advised. Always research the agency, call their main office, and verify every detail before you agree to anything. A legitimate agency will never rush you. In fact, a real scout welcomes your caution and questions. It's the scammers who try to pressure you, making you feel like you have to act immediately or miss out. Sarah debunked the portfolio myth. A few natural snapshots are all we need to see your potential. You don't need to buy an expensive portfolio or pay for professional photos to get started. In fact, glamour shots and heavy retouching are red flags. Agencies want to see the real you, not a version that's been edited beyond recognition. The idea that you must pay up front is a damaging myth that scammers exploit every single day. If someone asks for money before you've even booked a job, that's a major warning sign. Real opportunity in modeling is about partnership, support, and mutual trust, not about payment or pressure. If the conversation feels more like a sales pitch than a genuine opportunity, it probably is. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to walk away. Protect yourself by asking questions, demanding proof, and remembering that a real agency will always respect your caution and your right to take your time. The best defense is to slow down. Scammers thrive on urgency. Never sign or pay for anything on the spot. Get names, agency details, and take time to research. Use the internet. Search for reviews, complaints, and check the agency's address. Ask direct questions about their models and clients. Real agencies provide specifics. Be wary of vague answers or defensiveness. Trust your instincts. If it feels pressured or too good to be true, it probably is. Talk to friends or family before making decisions. A real opportunity will still be there tomorrow. Don't let flattery cloud your judgment. Your future deserves careful consideration, not a rushed decision. Some fake agencies are just the start. Your details can be sold to other scammers. Private photo shoots in apartments or hotels are huge red flags. Never attend. Legitimate shoots happen in professional studios with a full crew. Scammers may use modeling as a pretext for theft, assault, or worse. Application forms can be used for identity theft. Never give out sensitive info without verifying the agency. These scams can lead to years of financial and personal trouble. The people behind them are often part of larger criminal networks. Protecting yourself is about more than money. It's about your safety and future. Stay vigilant and always verify before you trust. The dream of being seen and succeeding is powerful, and that's what scammers exploit. They turn hope into a weapon, selling disappointment and leaving emotional scars. Victims like Chloe remind us, falling for a scam isn't foolish, it's human. The shame belongs to the scammers, not the dreamers. By learning their tactics, flattery, urgency, upfront fees, we can protect ourselves and others. Vigilance and asking questions are your best defense. Real opportunities withstand scrutiny and don't require rushed decisions. Share this knowledge to help others avoid the same traps. Together we can make the industry safer for everyone. If you found this helpful, share it and subscribe for more investigations into the worlds people build for themselves.